All right, it's the final part. I'll talk for maybe 5 minutes and I'll shut this camera off here. And I'll upload it and I'll watch the show with you guys. And I'll probably watch some Sam Shamoon or some John Campea before I go to bed and sleep. And I'll make another video at like 4 o'clock today in the afternoon. I'll do that. Make another video at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I will do that, obviously. Obviously. Yeah, then Michael B. Jordan ends up tailing my friend. So you got the scene where Michael goes into the Matrix with VJ, John Krasinski, Ben Affleck, and like they're in this like they're in this like motor. I don't know, like Michael B. Jordan and VJ are in the motorcycle, and then you have this like car, and then you have Ben Affleck, and you have Brie Larson, and you have John Krasinski, you have Paul Bettany in one car, and they're tailing my friend, and my friend doesn't know they're tailing him. Obviously, that's his friend right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they tail him, and then Michael B. Jordan gets out. He grabs the guy. He's like, "What? Hey, what do you want? Hey, man, what's wrong? What's up your ass, man? What's wrong with you, man?" He's like, he takes the pictures. Hey, you know this man? Said, no, I don't know. I don't know this man. Do you know this man? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. We're besties, man. We've been besties for 20 years. What do you want, man? We think we you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We think he could be in danger. In danger? He's like, look, man, I think you got the wrong man, man. Like, I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? My friend's fine. We're not in danger, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's going on. And Michael ends up bugging him, something like that. And when he goes home, he's scared. He thinks these guys are like, I don't know, CIA people. He's like, hey, he calls me up. He's like, hey, some guys have been asking about you today. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did you tell them anything? Of course not. I didn't tell them anything, you know what I'm saying? Are you sure you're keeping your hacking low key? I'm like, yeah, I'm keeping low key. Nobody knows except for the customers. Good, keep it that way, man. Because these guys are curious. They're asking questions about you, man. I'm like, who are they? I'm like, who are they? I don't know. Maybe CIA. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. And they bug him, and you have Michael and all of them listening in. They're listening into the conversation. Obviously, they bug him. Obviously, and later on that day, he has my so-called best friend has a customer. And the customer comes to his. So you have a scene where the guy calls him and says, "Hey, you got the stuff? Yeah, I got it ready. You got the cash? Yeah, I got the cash." And Michael Jordan are listening in. You know, and saying like, "Man, if this guy gets caught, he can do like five years, 10 years in prison for this, 15 years in prison for this. This is illegal shit." You know what I'm saying? And then the customer ends up going to my so-called best friend's house, and he's like, you got the stuff. Here's the stuff. I'm saying, he's like, you got the cash. Yeah, here's the cash. He's like, hey, you get caught with that? Yeah, don't worry about it. I won't get caught. Idiot guy puts it in his pocket instead of putting it in his bag. Had he put it in his bag, had the guy bumped into him, it wouldn't have fell off. But he puts it in his. The guy puts it in his pocket, in his coat pocket. Or the guy does not have a bag. Yeah, I can have him where he has a bag, or he doesn't have a bag. But instead of putting it in his pant pocket, he puts it in his coat pocket. Pant pocket is much safer. You don't have to worry about it falling out. Depends how good your pocket is. Whereas he puts it in the side of his coat pocket, obviously, and he leaves. And you get the scene where this guy he robs a store. He's like, "Hey, police, catch that man!" And the police run after the man. "Hey, you!" You know what I'm saying? Like they run after him, and the guy ends up bumping into that customer, and his hacking thing falls out, and the cops see it as they're running after the guy. They're like, "Hey, look what we have here! A hacker, an illegal hacker here." You know what I'm saying? And you see the guy running. He's like, "Hey, what about the other guy? The other guy is running. Don't worry about him. It's just the cops are dirty. It's just some piece of bread. You know what I'm saying? He just robbed some bread. It's like this guy's a hacker. This guy's a real deal." You know, the guy like runs away. He's like, "Hey, get back here!" And they run after him, and they end up catching him. Obviously, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. And you got a scene where they interrogate him in the police station. obviously. They interrogate him in the police station. So even though all the hackers go to Agent Smith, sometimes they can interrogate the victim in the police station. They happen to interrogate him in the police station. He's like, I'm not telling you shit. I want my lawyer, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can do 10 years in prison for this, right? Even 20 years in prison for this, 15 years in prison for this. And I'm saying the guy is obviously not resistant enough to the cops. He ends up selling my his dealer out, which is my so-called best friend. Yeah. You haven't seen when he has a smoke. He's like, yeah, he's one of the biggest dealers in the city, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's one of the biggest dealers in the city. How long have you been dealing with him? Yeah, I've been dealing with him for a few years now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where does he live? Yeah, he lives up in those apartments on Edward Street. Edward Street, yeah, on Edward Street. I'm making up names here, you know what I'm saying? And that's when and that's when the cops were my friend's working, and the cops raid his apartment. Yeah, I mean, holy shit! No, so they're at gunpoint. Get down now, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They see all the illegal activity in his apartment, obviously. And Michael Jordan, all of them are hearing all this because they bugged my so-called friend. They bugged him, obviously. They bugged him. Ivan, what's our idea for the bug? The idea for the bug is similar to that thing that Smith bugged Neil with in the first one. So you have some parallels, right? Michael Jordan puts this like bug on him, and they're hearing everything when he gets arrested. Everything, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and then you got the scene where he's in the police station. They take him to the police station, but he's not resistant to them. He's very resistant to them. He's like, I'm not telling you shit. He's like, I want my lawyer. He's like, if you don't tell us anything, we're gonna have to take you to him. We're gonna have to take you to the agents. He's like, fine, take me to the agents. I'm not scared of the agents. I'm saying, and they take him to the agents, and the agents scare the shit out of him. They put gunpoint at his head. He's like, okay, I'll tell you everything you need to know. You know what I'm saying? And he the next scene you see him, he's broken. He's like, you want your smoke? Yeah, I'll have a smoke. He gives him a smoke. He's smoking. Yeah. How long have you known this man? Yeah, we've been besties for 20 years. I knew him since he was since he was a high school dropout. You know, so there's no one like him, man. No one like him. Yeah, he's the best hacker in this city, man. I don't think anyone's as good as him. The guy's got talent. Do you have a name for this man? Yeah, his name is this. The agent's like, Smith, this is a kid we interrogated 20 years ago. The one who stood up to me. The one who reminded me of him. Thomas Anderson, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The guy and my so-called best friend's like, what the heck are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Michael Jordan are all listening in, you get this like scary music. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh my god, he sold him out. Michael Jordan are shocked. I'm saying, yeah. And that's what Michael Jordan's like, I'm gonna have to give this man a call. You see Michael Jordan talking. So you have a scene, they go back to Nebuchadnezzar. Michael Jordan tells Nebuchadnezzar are freaking out. Michael Jordan's like, I'm gonna have to give this man a call. You know, and he goes into the program and he gets phones, lots of phones, and he gets 2 phones. He gives one phone to VJ and he has one phone for himself. I need you to deliver a package for me. He's like, sure. And then VJ has a mission. She goes she finds a mailman. I need you to deliver this package to this guy at this specific time tomorrow. At this place when he's on break. And all that stuff. He's like, go do it yourself, woman. I'm saying, she like kicks him. He's like, okay, all right, I'll do it. You crazy bitch. You know what I'm saying? She's like, do it. He's like, fine, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, you get this scene where I wake up and I'm late to work, obviously, like Keanu is late to work. And my boss is like, you've been late many, many times, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's like, this is one of the best restaurants in this city. You know what I'm saying? Either you come on work on time or you get yourself another damn job. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this job doesn't even pay well. The boss is like, what? I'm like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Am I clear? I'm like, yeah, very clear, sir. You know what I'm saying? Because I was late. and it shows me I'm working, I'm listening to music, I'm dishwashing, obviously, in the back. And I'm like, hey, have you seen? I know that my so-called best friend isn't there. I'm like, hey, have you seen this my so-called best friend? No, apparently he couldn't come in today. So he had to run some errands. I'm like, okay, this is weird. And I keep working. He's like, hey, he's like, hey, he's like, hey, it's break time. Hey, kid. I'm like, what? I have my music on. He's like, break time. I'm like, oh, okay, break time. I'm saying, I take my, I'm gonna go out for a 15-minute break. And I go and have a break and I have a smoke. And then around that time, the bike messenger he drives his bike around the side of the restaurant where I'm taking my smoke break. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. He hands me the package. I'm here, this is this package for you. I'm like, a package for me. I don't remember ordering anything. Hey, look, man, I'm just a messenger, man. Here's a package. And I'm like, okay. And he takes his bike and just bikes off. I open the package and I see the phone, and the phone's ringing, and I answer it, and I'm like, hello. Hey, you know who this? Hey, you know who this is? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, you know who this is? I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? He said, my name's Messiah. Messiah, who the heck's Messiah? I'm saying, he's like, listen, man, you don't have much time. I'm the only man you can trust now. They're after you. I'm like, who? He's like, you know who you know who I speak of. I'm like, what? Agents? He's like, yes. I'm like, how do you know agents are after me? And he's like, walk on the side of the restaurant, take a peek for yourself. And I'm like, what the heck is? I'm like, what? He's like, have you been doing any illegal activity? I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm like, have you been doing any illegal activity? Look, man, what do you want from me? He's like, look, man, you won't believe me unless you see it for yourself. Take a look for yourself, and you see this car pulling on. You see Agent Smith, and you see three agents with him, and like two cops, and my so-called best friend coming out of the car with him. I'm like, holy shit. He's like, yes, he sold you out. Your friend sold you out. I'm like, how can you do this to me? He's like, look, man, I'm the only man you can trust right now. He's like, look, man, the agent's broken, man. You can't trust anyone right now. I'm the only one you can trust. You have a 1 minute window. Go in the back, get your things, and get out of there and hide. I'm saying, I'm all like spooked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you have a car? I'm like, no, I usually take the bus. He's like, don't take the bus. Take a cab. Take a cab to your place quick. I take a cab. I take a cab quick. You know what I'm saying? He's like, get in your apartment. Take your things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, you have back stairs in your apartment? I'm like, yeah, I have back stairs. Go through the back stairs. Don't take the elevator. Don't take the main stairs. I'm like, why? He's like, they're after you. They're coming after you. No, he's like, take a little peek for yourself. You see like one agent, two agents, and like two cops, and going up the stairs like a couple floors down, and you see and Agent Smith took the elevator with my so-called best friend and two cops with him. Like, run, go through the back. Go through the back stairs. I take the back stairs. I take the emergency door. You go through the emergency door in the back, and I said, yeah. And I'm on the run. Look at an amazing movie, yeah, man. And once I tell the Warner Bros. That's my idea, and I tell the customers this is my idea, they're all shocked, like, holy shit, that sounds like a masterpiece. Yeah. And Ivan, how does Agent Smith find out you're the one? Agent Smith finds out I'm the one when my so-called parents tell him. You know what I'm saying? The agent. My friend is not working with the agents, obviously, and the agent Smith gives my so-called parents a visit. Like, tell me about this. Tell me about your son. He was adopted. He was adopted. Oh my, yeah. When was he adopted? Yeah, we adopted him about 36 years ago. Around the time I think you guys show up in the city, right? Am I right? He's like, yeah. Yeah, apparently, the adoption agency said that there's no record of his parents. They found this baby in a junkyard. They found the baby in a junkyard. Oh, they're like, yeah, and that's when he finds it on the one. And when I go in the Matrix another time, I get caught by the agents and they kill me, obviously. And I come back to life in the one kicking ass. I got an amazing story. And the conversations are all blown away. I even signed me up. I want to be part of that story. And David was like, yeah, Ivan, we'll delete Resurrections. Tell that amazing story, Ivan. We want to see you as a one kicking ass. Yeah, that's how amazing of a story the Matrix. I mean, I'll make it for a good like $685 million. That's an amazing movie for that. Yeah. Anyways, I'm tired. Ivan the Mayor. I made it long enough videos. Ivan the Mayor. I'm signing out. Peace.